Hello, please hold. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Heidi's Corner, with me, Heidi. And we have, of course, Stefan is here with me, uh, and of course, Bertil. Bertil is here, little Moomin ancestor, sitting like up. There. Okay. Who do we have here? Here we have Jens saying hello, everyone. Bowie says hey. Daniel Weidemeyer, good evening. Oh, darling, so good to see you. So good to see you. I just wouldn't have expected to see you here tonight. And how are you, Daniel? It's been a while. It's been a while. Way too long. Super Ghost says, hey yo, how's everyone doing? I'm doing okay. As of right now, I had a just absolutely horrible day at work, and Danielle is doing okay. So what? So anyway, I started the charity collection last week Friday, and the donation target I was aiming at what is the International Red Cross to relieve the humanitarian aid crisis in Ukraine due to the Daniel says, I'm glad I am finally catching this live. Wonderful. I'm glad, super happy that you are here live. Okay, so to relieve the the charity to relieve the humanitarian crisis in Ukraine and I said I would donate every single penny, cent, etc. to the International Red Cross. And unfortunately, I must say that as of right now, €0, dollars, Australian, Canadian, US, Kiwi dollars, zero has come in. But and I said I would donate some of my own funds as well. So let's get, and I just today, let's see, 20 minutes ago, I donated some of my personal funds. This time I donated €20. That is about 22 and change in US dollars. And I will donate a bit more when I get the funds transferred from my personal bank account to my PayPal. And I will show you a receipt. There. I donated 20, there you can see, today, March 25th. So it's 1:46 p.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time. So that was basically 10:46 p.m. my time. €20. to Comité International de Croix Rouge, or the International Committee of Red Cross. So, and there is there you can see the thank you message from the International Red Cross for my donation, and I think I can't remember how much I wired to PayPal, but 20, but that what I donated in now. Okay. Anyway, it's horrible what's going on in Ukraine now. Even last week, I said I pointed out the atrocities um, that regarding the trans people in Ukraine, that what they have to endure, that the trans women and non-binary people are being sent back from the Polish and Hungarian borders to the war because they to take arms. But recently, it has come into news that there are uh, trans women who are legally female, and this has to do with this. All comes back to, um, and I said that it's incredibly difficult to for the Ukrainians and people in Eastern Europe, the Southeastern Europe, to get the legal gender marker changed, but it's possible. Um, I've talked about previously about the attitudes of um, especially in the Polish and Hungarian governments in particular, trying to oppress um, gay people, erase them from the face of the earth. Unfortunately, that is the case now. Even now with Ukrainian trans women, there are now a lot of reports from the Ukrainian uh, border with at least Poland and I think possibly Hungary, that trans women who are legally female, their gender marker in their ID and passport is female, and they've had their birth certificate changed. Birth certificate says a woman, passport says a woman, but at some point it has turned out that they are in fact trans women, and therefore because they are trans women, even though they are legally female, in their passports, census system, and their birth certificate say they're female, but because they are trans, they're being abused by the Polish border officials and they've been sent back. That they've been abused by the Polish uh, border and immigration officials, and then been told, yeah, you're a guy, go back. You have to fight for the country, take arms. So, yeah. Supergirl says it's still so unbelievable what's happening in Ukraine. If anything positive that has come out of it, that has come from it, it would be that it has unified the world more than anything. It has unified the West. It has ripped apart what little had been accomplished, what little was left of the West uh, between the relations of Russia and their allies after the after Russia invaded the Crimean Peninsula 2014, I think. So those have been abolished. That's just it. That's gone, and it's affecting the people where I work. Uh, I for those who don't, most of my regular viewers know what I do for a living. I'm a nurse, and we work with intellectually disabled people, and this affects them too because they've seen the news and they don't. They're like adult children, basically, and it's horrible, really, really horrible. Uh, yeah, it's Bowie says Putin is like Hitler. He wants to control the world, which means goodbye democracy. But I could make the compare. I have the tendency to dear Bowie. I have the tendency of comparing the level of democracy in Russia. The I mean the level of true democracy, not the showcase, not the showcase elections, not the elect, not what the government wants you to see, or wants the rest of the world to see. I I draw direct comparison with the Russian level of democracy to the level of democracy there is in existence in the US. The US is as just as democratic as Russia. If it was a democracy, how do you explain President Trump? How do you explain the anti-trans legislation going rampant in in a lot in most of the states? How do you explain those pathetic excuses for laws in the US? If the US is a true democracy, why do those bills exist in the first place? Why is it, and secondly, why is it even a discussion? Why is it even a matter of discussion? Why do you have to even talk about such idiotic things? Supergirl says, well, even Russia's allies are starting to doubt their allegiance if it is a little. This would be this would probably be concerning China, their biggest ally. If China turns their back on Russia, at least for the most part, game over for Russia. Supergraph says not to mention a growing proportion of Russians are fed up with Putin and oligarchs, and Putin. Boo says because Republicans think like Putin, and I haven't heard. I'm not sure if it has remained domestic, or as to how much it has remained domestic news. But the thing is that I haven't heard much from the Republicans condemning. Um, I haven't heard much from the Republicans or the right wing jackasses uh, condemning the Russian attack. But you know what? Guess why? Because all all the Republican uh, what do you call it? elections campaigns. All the Republican and right-wing extremist election campaigns have been funded by Russia, directly or indirectly through oligarchs. Putin, Bowie, Supergraph says to Bowie, you mean ultra conservatives? Yes. Putin hates trans community too. Yes, he does. Guardian, GOB, Guardians of Putin. Okay. Um, let me find your clip. Just a moment. Okay, let's go.
Вы знаете, я не берусь ответить на...
You know, I can't answer the part of your question about whether homosexuals are born or
что
made.
люди рождаются или становятся гомосексуалистами.
That is beyond my professional interest. I'm just not qualified to respond.
Квалифицированного ответа я просто не смогу дать. Обращаю ваше внимание на то, что в России нет уголовной
I would like to draw your
ответственности за
attention to the fact that in Russia, unlike in one-third of world's countries,
This is just so. Supergirl says, since Trump is in his Putin's pocket, anyone a part of his party is by nature a brown noser of Putin. Just look at Tucker Carlson and how the Kremlin are apparently promoting him in state news. Yeah.
более чем одну
being
треть
gay
государственного
is not a crime.
В 70 странах мира предусмотрена уголовная
In
ответственность.
70 countries, there is criminal liability for
В
homosexuality.
7 странах
And in
мира
But yes, this is one of those like hate the sin, love the sinner. If you, yeah, okay. While it is a fact, while as far as I can tell, homosexuality as in itself is not a crime in Russia, but promoting or and whatever the hell that may be interpreted as is a crime. So basically, when you just if you say I'm gay, publicly say I'm gay, that's a crime. But being gay is not a crime. But saying I'm gay, that's a crime.
7 of those countries, they have the death penalty for homosexuality.
принят недавно только закон, запрещающий...
They're like, okay, we have it bad. So, but other countries have it worse. So I don't know.
пропаганду.
We have recently passed a law prohibiting propaganda, and not of homosexuality only, but of homosexuality and child abuse, child sexual abuse.
Вот
Now, there's always a comparison, I really don't understand why. It just blows my mind. It's truly baffling my mind.
но
But this is nothing to do with persecuting individuals for their sexual orientation.
за их сексуальную ориентацию. Это две большие разницы, как у нас говорят.
There is a world of difference between these two things, so there is no danger for individuals of this non-traditional sexual orientation.
Non-traditional sexual orientation. I could go on and on and on about this. I mean, there's so much wrong in that statement in itself. Jan says teachers teaching their students about sexuality is pro-gay propaganda. The same thing in the United States. That is also true. teachers teaching their students about sexuality is also a crime in the United States of America. In Texas and Florida, at least, as far as I can tell. Parents are being investigated for child abuse when they support their transgender children. Medical professionals are getting sued and are in danger of losing their licenses to practice because they provide gender affirming treatments to these poor children suffering from gender dysphoria. And there was a politician, I think it was even the Florida governor who has connection to the big pharma, and now the company he owns or his friends own or family owns is now trying to on a federal level trying to ban the actual medicine ban the medicine that is provided as puberty blockers. They're trying to ban the medication used for as puberty blockers on a federal level, so that none of these medications would be available anywhere in the United States. Yeah, let's go with good old Vlad.
Who are planning to come to the games as visitors or participants.
What about the Russian church people who have called for the return of criminal law against homosexual people? Do you support that? Are you horrified by it? What's your attitude?
Значит, у нас церковь по закону отделена от государства.
In law, the church is separate from the state and has the right to its own point of view.
Обращаю ваше внимание также на то, что
I would also like to point out that almost all traditional world religions agree on this topic.
Занимают солидарную позицию по этой теме. А что разве позиция?
Incorrect.
Is the position of the Holy See different from that of the Russian Orthodox Church?
От позиции Русской Православной Церкви. А разве ислам как-то по-другому?
Does Islam treat individuals with non-traditional sexual orientation differently?
Другая позиция заключается в гораздо более
Actually, it's even tougher.
Вы внимательно прочитайте закон и
Read our law carefully and pay attention to its name.
Пропаганда педофилии.
It's called a ban on the propaganda of pedophilia and homosexuality.
Педофилии, пропаганда.
Ban on the propaganda of pedophilia and homosexuality.
В некоторых странах, в том числе в Европе.
There are countries, including in Europe, where they're debating the possibility of legalizing pedophilia.
Легализация.
Not correct. Incorrect.
Публично в парламентах обсуждают.
That is factually incorrect. He's just pulling that out of his ass. Anyway, you got this. Yeah, you got the point. Super Ghost is the usual shitty quackery. Bowie, I severely dislike Greg Abbott and the rest of the trash that is right wing. Supergirl says, so glad RT has been banned by so many Western countries. It was as clearly biased as Fox News. Sorry, I meant faux news. Yeah. Anyway, do we have anything special on Discord? Not really, no. Not really, no. Not really special. Okay. That. Oi. Okay, so I hope that wouldn't cut. Okay, that didn't cut anything. I hope. Did you get a glitch just a moment ago? Adolf Putin should fast forward to the bunker scene. Yeah. Who says Little Tuck Tuck is too racist, homophobic, and transphobic to be an anchor? I'm not. Short one. Jens says short. Yeah, short one. Short glitch. Yes. Okay. Who is? Is blurry? Shit. Okay, I think we are okay. Okay, so yeah. Excuse me, I need to. Okay then. Fine. Okay. With Bowie has it blurry. Okay. Well. Yeah. I had a glitch in my in my internet connection. Just a momentary glitch. Because I have a certain software running, and you know whenever there's a you know secured connection, it cuts the internet. It cuts for a while until it cuts for during the reconnection. I guess. I guess that would be cool. Okay. Bowie has it blurry. And not blurry for Super Ghost. Maybe Bowie needs to refresh. Try reload. Okay. Anyway, this is as it is. Anyway, do we have any questions about this? Questions that I may or may not be able to answer. That you'd like to see to have me answer for you. And meanwhile, while you think or may not think, give me a thumbs up. And if I may, I have to give a shout out to Flems, a loyal patron of mine. I think he has been a patron of mine for 6 months, and he's been a patron of mine all alone. It's a shame. He has to be there alone. Anyway, if you wish to fill in who is using the app, okay, well, just leave the stream, just go somewhere else and come back. Just leave for a moment to go somewhere else in the app, and then come back. That might help. Yes. So anyway, supporting my channel on Patreon would be highly respected and a fun thing to do. And also, if you wish to use Super Ghost says, do you think Russia will ever change? It seems like such a shame for an iconic country to be led by such a shame. Yeah, such a shame to. Yeah, I mean, we have to look back we have to look back a long way. And we really have to know the history of the country to have an answer for that one. Boris, the president before Putin, of course, he became president again. He was the prime minister for a while. Then before that, he was served as a president for 2 terms. Before that, he was a prime minister. The prime minister serving under the President Boris Yeltsin, who was the first president of Boris Yeltsin was the first president after the fall of the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union was then founded by they had a despot, very much like Putin. They had Stalin, and before him, the man who was considered to be the founder of the Soviet Union by many, Vladimir Ilyanovich Lenin. Well, Ulyanov was his real last name, Vladimir Ilyanovich Ulyanov. Then, after Stalin died, they had a bunch of a long line of incompetent bureaucrats who tried to be something like Lenin and Stalin, but weren't really capable of doing so, and which then led to the fall of the Soviet Union. Hang on, super good. And before the Soviet Union, there was the Russian Empire. Tsar Nikolai II was a weak leader, but he was a was a despot. He was a tyrant, and all the Tsar, his father, and his father's father, and his father's father's father. I'm starting to sound like Ghost, Tobias Forge from Ghost, but yeah, the Russian Tsar was a what is the word in English? Authoritarian and a despot. All the Tsars were authoritarians and despots, just like Lenin, Stalin, and Putin. They have they've almost always had a despot, authoritarian despot, as a leader, whether it be the Tsar, the Soviet leadership, Putin's leadership. They've had authoritarian despot as the head of state for centuries. So when Tsar Nikolai was overthrown, he was succeeded by a bunch of other authoritarian despots, namely the men I mentioned before. So whether or not there will be a true change in culture, in culture of leadership, I don't know. But Russia has they have a bad track record on this subject. So it will change after Putin falls. I believe it will change drastically. But to what extent? That is another question. That is another question that that I don't really have an answer to. But I hope you get my point. I hope you get what I'm trying to tell you here. Do I have email again? Why do people want me this time of day? Germany needed to lose World War II to change. Yes. Let me ask you a question. Yes. Yes, Germany had to lose the Second World War to change. But let me ask you this question. Russia has gone through a number of revolutions in like major big time. But has the leadership really changed in the past 100 odd years? Not really. But yes, Germany did change a lot for the better. But I don't think Germany had the centuries long line of despots as leaders. You just had one. You just had one jackass, and that when that guy fell, it got back to it changed. But with Russia, it's different. Okay, maybe just a moment. Yeah, okay, anyway, we are way on the sidetrack. Sorry. So, anyway, I think it's getting late. It's been 40 minutes. And and it's gone. The charity campaign gone. All that is that was the point here. Jens said that jackass had a long history he could quote unquote revive and exploit. The mindset of many Germans were still oriented to a strong leader. Yeah, aren't we all? Yeah. Anyway, I think it's my time to go for today, and I will see you on a Monday episode. This just coming Monday with Stefan and Bertil. You will find me on Discord. My Discord links are down below if you are. I think you are there. Those who watch me now, who are watching me live now today, are there already. But for those watching as replay, links are in the description. There's Discord links, Discord invitation links, PayPal, Patreon, playlist links, all the shizzle. This is down below. Thumbs up, and please, if you haven't subscribed, please do so now, and share this video. Share this video and my other videos, all the videos you want. Just take a link, share wherever you want. Make reaction videos to on your own channel. call me a cunt, call me, you know. But don't call me, but call me an ass. I don't know. Tell everyone you like me, or you know, whatever. Okay, I will see you on Monday 9 p.m. for the Monday episode. I will see you then.